gentlemen, first leg, Ryan, throw first. Game on.
Well, let's hope it's more White Whitlock than Suljevic Rodriguez.
James Wade a strong favourite.
130.
But Ryan Harrington produced a very good performance yesterday against David Pallett.
Well, he got the win. That was
60.
40% in his doubles. He only averaged 83, but there was a brilliant 99 checkout in there.
It wasn't so much what he did, it was when he did it yesterday.
Yeah, exactly right.
42.
Not sure where Rod's watching this one.
Yeah, we'll try and keep you up to date. We can't see him at the moment.
Well, yesterday, of course, there weren't as many people in. We've got literally thousands in the Evenementen Hall here in Venray for the weekend. So there's not exactly like a big bench that Rod can go and commandeer and sit on his own.
140.
Scream obscenities to the heavens if Ryan misses a big number, as we call it.
58.
Or if he goes for a treble 20 to leave 99. As he did yesterday and proceeded to hit the big 19 and two double tops reminiscent of his dad in the match by all those years ago. Anyway.
Did he win the match play? He didn't mention it.
Let's forget Rod for a minute.
He started off pretty strongly here. A 180 from Wadey. Drags him back into this one, but he's still second favourite.
59. James will require 143.
Coincidentally, Ryan Harrington has been making the pilgrimage from Harrington Towers to Wade's home in Aldershot and practicing with James Wade recently.
Ryan will require 80.
But they've ended up playing each other here, and Harrington looking at double top to take the first leg.
40.
Over the top.
James will require 50.
10 for tops. Tops he wants.
Game shot.
And I'm sure Ryan will have seen James do that plenty of times in their practice sessions together.
Instant break for the machine. Who had a bit of a mixed bag himself in the Premier League on Thursday evening. Not through any fault of his own, may I add. Phil Taylor averaging 111.2 in a 7-1 victory against Wade, who'd beaten Michael Smith earlier. In fact, James Wade's last 4 Premier League defeats, his opponent has averaged over 108.
Well, that's kind of what the Premier League's about, isn't it? But he's sat, 4 points out of 6. He's already played MVG and Taylor, so he'll be quite happy, I would think, with his opening couple of weeks.
Yeah, beating MVG, of course. Not many players do that in the Premier League.
100.
Harrington keeping pace with Wade in this leg.
133 would leave 170. So he's slipped into the treble 3. Yeah, Harrington a full-time professional now, or that's his aim. He's given up work to focus on his darts. Wade, one of the darting greats already.
Oh yeah, I mean 6 major titles. It's
James will require 100.
6, 7, 8.
However many you want to ascribe to him. Now he's on 163, Harrington. That's a bogey number, and that's the reason that Wade has gone treble 8, double top, but he'll come back looking at his favourite double 10. Yeah, I mean, when you look at the players who haven't won a single major, it goes to show what an incredible achievements Wade has made in his career already, and he is still a relatively young man, 32 years old.
Game shot on the second leg.
And he's 2-0 up here.
Third leg, Ryan to throw first.
Been working a lot with Eric Bristow over the last few weeks and months. James Wade says it's less about his technique as he fires in a 174. It's about his technique and more about his mindset. I've asked James specifically what is it that Eric does, and he basically says he's just honest with him. Just tells him when he's played well, tells him when he's played poorly. And knowing how Eric phrases things, I imagine he leaves very little doubt as to which category you fall into after a match.
Yeah, Wade's actually not bad at telling himself when he's played poorly. Very rarely says, yeah, I played really well there.
Yeah, that's true.
Even though he has played very well on a number of occasions.
Yeah, it always feels like he's not played to his best. But they all do to a certain extent. They all feel they've got more in the tank. Even when they average 110, they think, oh, I could be doing 120 there. But it's that kind of constant quest for perfection that drives these guys on.
Yeah, and it's about taking that practice game to that big stage, and they must hit ridiculous scores in practice.
But we are seeing, the mega averages we are seeing on a more regular basis, aren't we?
Certainly are, and Harrington is hoping to get a foothold in this game, but he's gone for the treble 16 and hit the treble 8. Now looking at double top, and he gets it. Ryan Harrington halves the deficit and gets a leg on the board in this match.
Yeah, very Wade-like finish from Ryan there. One dart at tops, pins it. Under pressure.
Maybe the practice partnership is paying off.
Ooh, now then. 1040 keeps him level pegging with the number 4 seed.
They were practicing together in the back room as well earlier today. What are your thoughts on opponents practicing with each other? Robbie John Rodriguez said he would practice with Menzo Suljovic today. That didn't really go to plan.
No, it really didn't. I'm not able to speak from experience of being a player in the practice room, but having spoken to a number of players about what goes on in there, the game starts hours before they actually take to the stage. Particularly, Taylor's the obvious one for somebody just trying to get into your opponent's head. Even if you're not practicing directly with him, just a few boards down, try and get him involved in... Great shot there.
Fabulous visit. Because he's left Wade needing to take out a gigantic finish. He'll come back for 50 after 9 darts.
Go on, do a 10 darter. Finish it on the ball. Why not Ryan Harrington? No, sensible. Can you imagine his old man had he done that?
Done it the Wade way again. 10 double top.
Game on.
Breaks back. And we have parity. Impressive stuff again from Ryan Harrington.
Yeah, really good. So go 2-0 down to a guy who's one of the big names in world darts, and then have the fortitude to come back. A nerveless 72 checkout in the third leg, and then an 11 darter. Very, very impressive. But as you say, talking about what goes on in the practice room, the game starts hours before they take to the stage. Taylor is famed for his ability to get inside his opponent's head, but Adrian Lewis, I think, does it in a very different way. It's all jokey banter and
cuddles and kisses with Adrian, literally.
Yeah, it is. Have you ever been given a cuddle by Adrian Lewis? It's like being attacked by a bear. So you've got to be quite mentally strong to be able to survive the rough and tumble of a PDC practice room and then go out and perform to your best, because there's all kinds of strange psychological games that go on in there. Sometimes it's better just to remain completely separate from it. You see more players now just have the MP3 player in, headphones on, go in their own little zone. Just try not to engage with anybody there.
Yeah, well, with what's at stake these days, preparation as important as ever, and a fantastic visit from James Wade, 171, leaves him 86 and threatening to break Harrington's throat.
55. James require 86.
We've got a good game of darts going on right here as James Wade, he's got to go 18 ball here surely. No, he doesn't have to go that way.
Game shown the 5th leg.
And that will do very,
James
very
Wade.
nicely.
6th leg, James to throw first. Game on.
Took a risk. Paid off. And the machine moves ahead. And he's looking to hit a 180. Russ Bray lets us know that the third dart was in. Wade off to a flyer in leg 6.
Well, a couple of 180s, a 174 for James Wade as well. People say he doesn't score well enough. I don't buy it. I think he does go missing for leg. You know, he doesn't throw massive, massive averages. You know, he doesn't throw the 115s that some players do. But he does throw 100 averages on a regular basis. And that's with legs where he just goes, you know, I'm not fussed about this leg. I'm way behind. I don't need to. I'll focus. I'll raise my intensity for the next leg, which is the one I really need to win. And that's where he chucks in a 12 darter and 11 darter. And that's why, you know, his averages aren't as stratospheric as Michael van Gerwen, but he can beat him. He did beat him the other day. He has won a number of major titles.
Yeah, he won't be going for this. Just setting up the shot.
130.
Over accurate. Well, it didn't really matter. Hit the ball over 25, but he'll be coming back.
Yeah, he'll be quite happy to hit 11 for double 10, I would imagine.
100. James require 31.
There's the 11. Misses it again. Double 5.
21.
Well, a chance for Ryan Harrington for what would be a third consecutive break of throw in this match.
Now, this would be impressive.
Very impressive.
It is!
What a checkout from Ryan Harrington. 124 on the bullseye, punishing Wade's misses.
And he's in the treble again at the start of this leg. 99 to start. Harrington just hanging on to James Wade's coattails here.
45.
There you go, last 4 legs, 15, 11, 15, 15. Remember, if you're doing a leg in 15 darts, that's your 100 average, so that's kind of the benchmark. You can see there, not a great deal between them, 96 each for the first 9.
80.
Oh, he's unfortunate there, James Wade.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier, Dan, the winner to play Benito van der Pas or Mark Webster. Both of those players wear glasses. Simon Whitlock's been winning with glasses. I'm pretty sure that we haven't seen a player wearing glasses lose yet this weekend.
That's a very good point. Andrew Gilding will be gutted he's not here.
85.
We will see one lose in that match, of course. Webster against Van der Pas. Webster, star performer yesterday and at the weekend, beat James Wade in Wigan. And Wade has always been something of a bogey player for Mark Webster.
A significant achievement for himself, I would imagine.
140.
Good dart from James Wade there, gets him down to a finish. Ryan knows a ton would leave him Shanghai. Ton 40 makes it even easier, and that's what he's got. Good setup.
Wade's got a game on his hands here. And Harrington will get a stab at this 80.
This would put him into the lead at 4-3, but he may only get 1 dart, and it is just 1 dart. Single 20. Oh, well, I think he's half thinking, I don't want to stick it in the middle of the bed because it might block my path to the double top, so I'll just stick it to the side. But if you miss the big number, it can cost you. And it does cost you when you're playing James Wade and he's looking at double 10. That could be a massive, massive moment in this match. Harrington was about to go into the lead, or had a chance to go into the lead for the first time at 4-3.
Yeah, he had to step across to ensure hitting the big 20, and that didn't work out for him. Ended up without having a shot at a double. And James Wade has punished those kind of mistakes very, very often. 26. And now Harrington goes off 26. And Wade must be thinking, I've got him.
Yeah, I think this is what James Wade does when there is an opportunity in a match to just creep ahead. He is clinical, among the best in the game at being able to just hit the right shot at the right time. It might not be a massive shot, you know, just that 54. He's ended with one dart at a double, can't afford to miss it, doesn't. And the game has a very, very different complexion is what it might have been had he missed that double 10.
Yet to win a European Tour event, James Wade.
Former finalist, isn't he?
Yeah, but not been in the final since the very first one.
Hang on, did he win in Gibraltar?
I tell a lie, he did.
Beat Steve Beaton. I believe that was a big moment for him because it was after his much publicised, you know, mental health problems and a dip in form, and it convinced him that he could go and win tournaments again. And not long after that, he went on and won the Masters.
Yep.
41.
Not the end of the world for Wade. He will be back looking at his favourite double 10 for a 5-3 lead.
Oh yeah, and that how could I forget? That shows what this European Tour can do for a player.
Yeah, again, it's an example of a player going and winning a European Tour event or doing well in a European Tour event, and it's a precursor for greater things to come. And James Wade has moved a leg away from victory. Ryan Harrington has got to win the next 3 legs.
57.
This game 7 of the afternoon session. There will be no game 8 because Richie Edhouse received a bye in the absence of Robert Thornton, or we all wish will get very well very soon.
Now then, Ryan Harrington. I don't think it was heading for the treble bed. A few darts spat out to the board in this one. What a response.
140.
Whatever happened here for Ryan Harrington, it's been a productive weekend.
130.
Even if he loses today, it's £1,500, equaling his best payday as a darts player.
Yeah, he got 1,500 for making the UK Open last 64, didn't he? Win against Matt Paget on the stage and then lost to Dave Chisnell.
Not bad for a weekend's work.
That's, of course, Minehead, the home of World Darts.
55.
Yep, and we'll be back there.
UK Open next month. Bonkers tournament. Games going on all over the place. People you've never heard of playing established names. Like some nicknames like Chimpo. Not going to happen this 135, so Wade's looking at 101 for the match.
James should require 101.
Coming down the board then. Hits the treble, so it's double 12 for victory.
89.
Harrington
Ryan requires 72.
in last chance saloon now.
Well, he hit 72 earlier in the match. Needs another 16. One dart at tops to stay alive.
52.
Not to be, and it might be the last dart he throws in the Dutch Darts Masters, because James Wade's looking at double 6. Right next to his favourite double 10. Oh, double 3.
9 to score.
Well.
Ryan required 20.
Well, I don't think Ryan Harrington expected to be coming back to the board. So he's got to jump all over this chance. Double 10. Needs to move inside. Too far inside, up to double 5.
15.
Wade returns, but
James should require 3.
he's got a tricky task here.
Double 1. Still double 1.
1 score.
6 match darts missed by James Wade.
Well, Harrington wants the big one, and he's missed the big one.
Oh,
Change
no.
required.
What an end to this one. An ignominious end to his campaign on the European Tour for Ryan Harrington. If it is to end here, which it does, and Wade wins it. He misses